Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Enter the Gungeon with Dog and Pony. I'm Dog and Pony and this is Enter the Gungeon. We're doing a marine run, but something occurred to me. I never talked to this guy after we came back here. Oh, you again? Good. Looks like some of the elevators connect to this room, so I'll set up in there. I'll need to do work on each floor to get them working though. Meet me in the elevator shaft in chamber 2. Steady aim, tough guy. Okay, so based on the icon that the open up the shortcut to chamber 2 achievement has on Steam, I'm going to say he has something to do with it, and it's just literally going to be him repairing the elevator, and I'll be able to get directly to chamber 2. I don't know how useful that'll be, because that means I'm going to be skipping out on items. So it's something we're going to use once or twice maybe, but for the most part I think we're just going to be playing through chamber 1 in order to maximize our chances of beating chamber 2. We rarely get through chamber 1 without also being able to get back to pretty much full health for chamber 2. So chamber 1 only provides us with advantages. Sure, it's faster to just skip chamber 1, but speed isn't really a factor as far as I can tell in this game. That's not a great start there. That's fine. I lost the shield. Maybe well, armor. Maybe we'll get more. If not, not a big deal. We're gonna do just fine here. This is a weird room shape. Like I've seen it a handful of times, of course, but the way they like are kind of choked in there and then have to funnel directly out toward me makes it not terribly difficult. Though this second wave here is a little bit of a pain. The way they kind of scattered all around. And I could definitely see that being more dangerous. I feel like I've come inside here before as the second wave was spawning and then just been totally trapped and unable to defend myself. I think that's something that's happened in the past. This isn't too bad either. That guy's like totally blocked off by all his barrels. He's gonna, I guess, just walk right over them. I thought he was gonna have to shoot him. I didn't realize that the bullet guys could actually walk over the barrels like I can. This is the gas mask. I think it just gives me poison damage resistance. That's not a huge gain, but it's nothing lost. It was free. The snowballer may contain rocks. This is a good item. I like this. It can freeze enemies, which is obviously very helpful. It can also douse that fire, but dousing that fire and opening up that one secret room isn't that big of a boon, you know? It's something, but you need 2 keys just to open it, and then it's just another floor. There's no actual like reward as far as I know. Unless there's a reward for beating that floor that I don't know about. Like a special reward if you get through the secret floor. Oh, there's more enemies, of course. Okay. I was wondering why I couldn't pick up that little bit of money there on the ground, and like I wasn't getting close enough to it for one thing, but also there was just more enemies, so it wasn't automatically going toward me. What is this? Dark energy permeates the shrine. Remain. Whoa. Okay, I've never seen this before. This was like an optional room in which to fight enemies, which is weird. Okay, I did get hit there. I don't even care that I got hit. Like, this is a cool room. I wonder what we're going to be rewarded with for fighting these enemies. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of enemies. This is not good for me. Unless the reward is exceptional. I got hit again, I think. That's not good. I'm actually a little worried now about my health. Hopefully it's a boss that I can get through without getting hit. Are these like never ending? Do I have to end it manually? Doesn't look like I can manually end these waves or something, and then like I was thinking maybe I walk back up to that shrine and tell it to stop, and then it gives me a reward based on the amount of waves I've defeated. But it looks like I'm just going to be fighting 3, maybe even 4 or more waves here. This is pretty tough, but I do get money for this. Maybe that's the reward, just the money that I get for fighting all these enemies. I hope not. I hope I get something amazing for this. Just a chest. Plain old unlocked chest with a regular shotgun inside. Not the worst outcome. But it certainly could have been something cooler than this, and I would not have been surprised. This shotgun is okay. Gonna flip a couple tables just in case I need to hide behind something. But this room was no problem. Oh, there's more. Wow. Okay, the shotgun's pretty good. I think I've had this conversation before, saying that, oh no, I said that the shotgun is better than the sawed-off, and then I took it back and said, nah, the sawed-off is pretty good too. You know what though? The regular shotgun is better than the sawed-off shotgun. Alright, what does he got for sale? This doesn't look like something I've seen before. It's Shaka Cola. I think it's a speed boost. And I have seen it before. I need a key in case I go to a treasure room and it has a bomb on the chest. I played a run off camera and that happened and I didn't have a key and I came back to the shop and tried to buy one. I tried to do it as quickly as possible. Didn't get a chance to get back to it in time though. So lost out on the chest because of it and still ended up spending all that money on a key anyway. That was an easy room. I almost got hit too, just out of sheer stupidity. This is a pretty short gap between these. I was thinking maybe it would be a treasure room just based on how close it was to that other room there. No luck, but we're getting a lot of chests. This is insane. This is some sort of grappling hook, as it says. Let's see. I'm going to use this. Pick this back up, of course, and then refill my snowballer. I think that's a good idea. I feel like that radio weapon, the walkie-talkie, not the weapon, just the thing the Marine starts with, should have like a recharge time and infinite uses. I'm getting really nailed here. This is not good for me. I might have to go back and buy some health from the shop. I'm hoping I can withstand another room or two and not have to do that. Look at this. It looks like a pig on a ring. It's the ring of miserly protection aids the fiscally responsible. So maybe the more money we have, the better the bonus. What is the bonus though? Increases health substantially. Any purchases will shatter the ring. Uh-oh. Before the shopkeep opened his shop, he was an avaricious and miserly man. He remains careful about any expenditures, but through capitalism he has purged himself of negative emotion. Weird. Did that? Wow, that did boost our health. So we can't buy anything. If we did buy something right now, I'm assuming that would take away the 2 bonus hearts, but leave the just straight up health it granted, which would mean we'd still be at full health. I'm not going to buy anything. We don't need to go back and buy health now that we have basically our starting amount minus armor. Exactly our starting amount minus armor. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick with our current setup. Maybe every floor, or even for more, every amount of money that we get, it'll give us a little bit more health or something. Maybe every 20 currency we pick up or something, it gives us another heart container. Or every 10, I don't know. Or that's not a thing at all, and we just got the bonus that we have, and we lose it as soon as we spend any money. Again, nothing in here. I figured I'd check. Maybe every once in a while a little chest can spawn in here, or a key on the ground or something. No luck this time around, but I will continue to check at every opportunity I get until I become satisfied that that is not the case. Which could be 3 runs from now, or as soon as a commenter tells me, like, no, it's just only ever going to be that gate there. Alright, I think we've done everything on this floor, except for the boss fight, obviously, so that's what we're going to do now. It's the Bullet King. Easy fight. We're going to take him out. I'm going to take out his assistant, because it's easier to take him out intentionally before the fight gets too hairy, and then you know, just not have to worry about him the rest of the time. Then if he does, I can't believe I got hit there. If he does get hit just incidentally later on, he can really sneak up on you in the hail of bullets even. Alright, there we go, some nice dodging. If I can freeze this guy, that would be excellent, but I don't think he can be frozen. Good use of a blank there, I think. Probably would have been hitting. Hit. Probably would have been hit had I not used it. And I did get hit there, unfortunately. Maybe I switched to a different gun? No, I don't have any other guns. Wait, do I? Marine sidearm. Regular shotgun. Right, okay. In that thought process and while switching weapons, got hit like 1 or 2 more times. That was not good. But this thing, it does seem like it's doing more damage than the snowballer. The snowballer, of course, does less damage than the shotgun, but because it does have that chance to freeze things, but with the bosses, there's no chance of freezing, so why would I use it? Why did I use it for so long, even? Okay, we're gonna win this fight. Yeah, okay. I got a little worried there when I did get hit again. We're gonna pick up a little bit of health, I hope. Not as much as I was thinking we would. It doesn't look like getting more money boosts your health further because of this ring. I'm not going to worry about not buying anything. Eye of the Beholster is a super cool weapon. It gives us like weird little demon things that float around and deal damage to stuff. That'll be nice. Do I want to bother trying to go around and find a secret room on this floor? I don't have any blanks, so no, obviously not. Let's move on to the second floor. And I'm going to be able to talk to that guy in this run, so that's nice. So what I'm going to do here is leave this room and come back to it immediately and then dive down this hole. I didn't really need to dive, but it's more fun. I'm going to talk to him, see what he does. Hey there, I started fixing this thing, but I'm going to need some parts to get it working. Okay. These bullet elevators leave a lot of debris in their wake. I need to clear some of it out of the way. To do that, I need 3 blanks. Oh, geez. Okay, I've only got 2. I need 3 blanks. If you find some, bring them here. I was hoping I could just give him these 2, and then, like, the next time I see him, bring him another one in case I don't find a 3rd one on this floor. But it looks like I have to bring him all 3 at once. And unfortunately, that means I won't have blanks for this floor. And that's going to be a pretty big detriment for me. But, you know, a little bit of health. That helps a lot. Hopefully I don't see any of those Iron Maiden things. Those suck. Those are straight up the worst thing I've seen in this game. Those are, like, maybe not harder than some boss fights, but I'd say, like, once we get used to fighting the first floor bosses, those Iron Maiden enemies could end up being harder than the first floor boss fights for us. This run is going decent. I had a pretty good one off camera right before this, and it's not going as well as that run was. But I did get really lucky on some of the items I was getting there. Oh, that spawned right next to me. That was scary. Man, there are a lot of these little shark bullet guys in here. But we did kill them all off. I'm going to go through here. Is there? No, there's nothing in the center there for me. This was a little bit of a waste, but it's not like it's hurting me. I'm going to just jump over real quick and keep moving instead of winding around there. That ended up being pointless, but you never know. Okay, almost done. Here we go. More enemies, unfortunately. Alright. I know when you freeze the slime balls, if you kill them while they're frozen, they don't turn into more. But I wonder if you kill them while they're on fire, they don't turn into more, too. Doesn't seem like that is the case. I need one more blank. Hook me up with a blank, man. Okay, this is going to be the fastest way through here. Thought maybe we could teleport to get closer to another path, but no luck. We're just going to move on. I really got to switch weapons after this room. I'm terrible at switching weapons while fighting, so I'm not going to bother. But I am running out of ammo. Ah, no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to be fine. And I'm going to switch to the regular shotgun. Apparently, I haven't killed everything yet. Oh, there's still the first box guy. I thought maybe we killed him accidentally because, you know, at some point, new enemies spawned. Hey, a blank! Okay, so at the very least, we'll accomplish something. I should have switched to a different weapon before picking up that ammo. That is my bad. Can I teleport directly? No, I got to teleport here and then jump down into here. Now I can talk to this guy. He's going to take all my blanks, which means I'm probably going to die. But I've accomplished something. I see you have the 3 blanks. Can I have them for this elevator? Here you go. Give 3 blanks. Thanks. I'll get to blasting. Okay, I can clear the way, but then I'll need some replacement parts. Can you bring me 120 money and 3 keys? Do I have to give him all of that at the same time, too? I'm pretty close to the 120 money. 120 money. Maybe I can give him just the money and then give him just the keys. I can almost afford the prime primer, but if I do, I'm going to run out of these bonus hearts, but they're not doing me any good right now. So maybe I just buy a heart. No, I'm gonna try to get to 120 currency here and give it to the elevator guy. That seems like my best course of action for long-term progress. Oh man. Okay, this guy should drop some currency though, right? Grenade, grenade, grenade. No, okay. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. I wasn't worried for a second. You can hear the pure tone of non-fear in my voice. Yeah, this isn't going too well. But at least I did make progress on the elevator. Probably could have done that a few runs ago had I remembered to talk to that guy. But that's fine. I got plenty of time to get through this game. Oh no, this is where I die. If you were wondering, like, I wonder where he's gonna die. It's here. It's in this room. Yep. Okay. I was trying my hardest there. I didn't intentionally lose. That was impossible. Being able to only get hit once against one of these. Oh, they're called lead maidens. That makes sense. Not iron maidens. Quick restart. We got time. If this episode goes a little long, that's just fine. I like to keep the videos between 25 and 30 minutes. But if they go a little bit longer, that's not a problem. I don't think it's, if you don't want to see it, just stop watching, Let me kill this guy. I never know what to talk about really early on when there's nothing really terrible happening. Okay, so I found if you can find a barrel of water in these rooms, you can actually tip it over and roll it toward the fire. I've gotten it to work a couple times. The first time I got it to work, out of pure curiosity, I actually spent like 15 minutes just bouncing a barrel of water around trying to get it into that room. I'm not going to do that again, but I like rolled one really far and then got into that room. But since that room's not useful, I'm not going to waste the time doing that again. That'd be pretty silly. All right, that was an easy room. I was expecting more. I'd like to get enough money to give that guy his money and keys. Again, I'm not sure if I need to have 120 currency and 2 keys in order to pay him, or if I just need to have 120 currency, give that to him, come back with 2 keys. I would imagine I can't give him it in chunks. I know for a fact that I can't give it to him in chunks, just like the blanks. That would be nice, though, if I could give him, like, here's the 50 I have now, and I'll come back with the other 70 later. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And it makes sense. That way you can't, like... You do have to make the sacrifice of not buying things in order to get to it. You can't just like be like, oh, I'll go buy an extra heart and then give him the rest. You really have to buckle down and make that decision that this is what you want to do today. Okay. Fortune's favor. Can't afford it. I don't know what it does, but can't afford it. If I come back later, I'll be able to get a key. Definitely by the end of this floor. I only need 3 more money to do that. But do I want to, is the question. Maybe, if I don't find another key. I do want to be able to get to 120 money to give to that guy. I'm sacrificing being able to buy the prime primer for this. I actually got to the point where I could have bought it in a off-camera run. But I think I've hyped it up so much that if it would just feel a little bit rude to buy it off camera and then have me learn what it does without you guys, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to treat you bad. I'm gonna open this up. What do we got? Table tech blanks flip clarity. Does flipping tables give me blanks? No, it just does the same thing that blanks do, which is good. I'm not gonna say that's not a good thing, but just being able to get infinite free blanks, not infinite, but the number of table free blanks would be insanely overpowered. So obviously that's not gonna be a thing. That is a lot of explosions on screen at once. I think that's the most explosions I've ever seen at one time. Didn't see the slime behind me until it was almost too late. But luckily, we managed to, you know, see them and kill them. And this is awesome. Just boom, and they're dead. I love that. Okay, it's not killing them anymore, unfortunately. There we go. Okay, it just does a pretty decent amount of damage to them. That's so cool. I should probably... Oh, man. Should probably save that for when there's actually bullets on screen, but I figured that guy was close enough to dying that it didn't really matter. What do we got? Bird guys. 2 of them, and a explosive bat and a bullety bat that both luckily killed themselves far enough away from me as to not be a problem. But those guys can be dangerous. Okay. More slimies and no tables with which to kill them, unfortunately. And no snowballer to freeze them and make shorter work of them. That's fine. We're done. We've lost our armor, but we kept it for so long. Usually I lose it a lot earlier than that, just out of carelessness. I actually, in an off-camera run, I made it to the boss in the second chamber, and I came so close to killing it. And like the very first time I ever fought that boss, I'm not going to spoil anything about it, but I had it to like within a sliver of its health, and then it did something I was not expecting and killed me. It was, I was going to like feel really bad that I got to chamber 3 off camera, and then I didn't, so I don't. Alright, this is our boss fight. I've got to go buy a key. I can't, in good conscience, yeah, I can't not go to a item room. And unlock a chest. I really feel like in order to improve my chances of winning, a second gun would do a lot. Except for when it's the Klobby, in which case it does nothing and I wasted a key. Hopefully this is a boss fight with tables. It is! Oh, that's awesome. It's Gatling Gull with a ton of tables. Okay. I don't think blanks get rid of missiles, but this is the best time we've ever had to check. Boom! Ha! In your face, bird. Oh no. Okay. Okay. I got hit. No flawless victory for me. Still haven't done that. The bosses are still just a little bit too tough, and I'm not totally familiar with them yet to be able to get flawless victories. I know there's a reward. I don't know what it is, but I'll find out someday. Okay, the blanks do nothing to the missiles. I'm gonna try to keep chipping away at his health. I am getting hit though. Not good. Not good for my self-esteem. Not good for my motivation, and not good for my actual like prognosis here. I now have less health, and less health means less hits, and less hits means more death. I can't believe I'm still taking damage. Okay, I'm out of tables. I gotta use blanks for real. This is not good. That was a really terrible fight. I gotta say, I'm disappointed in that. I did a great job on the floor itself, and then lost to the Gatling Gull in what should have been the easiest Gatling Gull fight I've ever had. I'm gonna return to the breach. See if we can pick up anything with our HMON credits. Probably not. We only have 3. We used to be getting like 2 per boss fight, and now we only get 1 per boss fight. At least that's what it's looking like. It could be semi-random, and then you get more for the harder bosses later on. But I'd like to be getting 2 on the first floor, because that's more often than not I die before the second floor boss fight. So unfortunately, we didn't get down to the second chamber again to give this guy any goods, but that is all for now. Thank you for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.